Hello. Yeah, wow, so good to be back here. Home to my two favourite B&Ms in the world. And Sheikro. Yeah, we're near Monty, so we're going to do that pretty early today. But I'm going to go over to... I might do Cobra's Curse first because I suspect it might get busier than the others. I don't know. We are here on a Saturday, so we're coming back here next week. So let's test the water today, see what the lines are like, and then everything should be walk on next week. I remember this part being massive, but since walking in, you can see Sheikra like at the entrance or from the entrance. I seem to remember it being way off in the distance. Cumber's the one that's way off at the back end of the park, and we'll slowly work our way around to that because that's my favourite, probably my favourite coaster. If I had to pick one, probably Cumber. What do you even call that element? I mean, like, what is that? It looks cool. Yeah, let's go and do that. Oh, first ride of the day. Cheetah Hunt, Intamin multi-launch coaster. Throughput seems pretty good. Well, going by that anyway. I hope that's correct. That's a number I can deal with. 0 minutes. Alright, here's my ride. I just came off. Forgot the name of it. Cheetah Hunt. Bang average. Might sound a bit harsh, but it just, I don't know. Didn't really have any force anywhere. I was sort of midway. I'll have to go back on it on the front and the back when it's quieter. Best thing about that ride by far, the views that it gives you of the park. It's that weird element, whatever it's called, where you go around slowly. You get stunning views of all of the park from the different angles. So that was great. Worth going on just for that alone, really. But yeah, I don't know. It just looks like a poor man's Maverick, to be honest. Still gutted Maverick wasn't built when I went to Cedar Point. Dragster was there at least. Right. Time for that, I reckon. Well, Cobra's Curse is closed for technical difficulties. That clearly isn't. Yeah, this to me is the best invert in the world. Let's see if it's as good as I remember. Look at this. Nothing. That's the key for the front row. I can get straight in on the back row here, so I'm going to go on the back row first. 1, 2. Yeah, that's just as good as I remember it. That's my favourite invert, all things considered, because you know, not just the layout and everything, the theming, the colour scheme. It just looks glorious against the blue sky. Yeah, I mean, Nemesis would be the other contender for me because just the intensity of it. It's short-lived, you know, and it's a bit unique, the first drop, or lack of it. Vampire at Chessington I love, but more for sentimental reasons because I grew up on that, going on that. But no, Montu is the one for me, I think. I haven't been on Alpengeist, which is the Williamsburg equivalent. Slightly different in that. I think it's slightly taller and slightly faster, but not enough to make any real difference there. Banshee is the one that I think is the tallest and fastest in the world, but it just looks forceless. It just, yeah, gracious, gliding around and everything, but it's not whipping you around anything. It's just what the invert's all about. It looks boring. Afterburn looks really good. That's the one other invert in the world I'd really like to get on Afterburn. But yeah, I'm going to do this a good few times today. Yeah, they're running 3 trains at the moment, so it's just walk on, which on a Saturday is especially satisfying.
So you guys decided to go on a camp? Yeah. We're starving. We need to go to clean my house.
I do need to buy a hat while I'm here today. What do you reckon? Do you care? Well, they're testing Cobra's Curse and have been for a while, so hopefully that's good news. No one in there yet, but I might stick around here for 5 minutes because it does look like it's running fine. I mean, there's like 2-3 trains running around at a time. I knew it was in this general area, but I didn't realise just how close to Montu it was. So you got the front facing part, which is the first section. Crushing roar of Monty behind me. And then you've got this bit here, which is the spinning section, I think. I might have got it wrong. Oh no, this is just the backwards bit. Which is probably a lot faster than it looks when you're facing backwards. Well, there's still no one on it, but it's running fine, so let's go and check it out. Wow, the line is pretty cool. That was pretty cool. The line's not moving at the moment, but then it has only just reopened, so. Again, running 3 trains. Just done Cobra's Curse. It's good fun, it was alright. Not great, just fun. Sort of a jack of all trades and not amazing at any of the 3. Forwards is alright. I like the lift hill. The lift hill's, you know, cool. That's slightly unique. The theme is great. Backwards section's like over in about 10 seconds. And yeah, the spinning's the best part of it. If you catch it right on sit and drops, it's great, but it's no way near as good as Spinball or at Alton Towers or Dragon's Fury at Chessington. Those 2 are way better. Well, it's a very impressive ride to look at. And again, you can walk sort of in and out of it quite nicely. But as a ride, it's great that they've done something for the family market, because Busch has been seen for many years, you know, more extreme coasters, thrill seekers only sort of thing. Which isn't the case. They've always had good family stuff here, but it's nice that they've done something really quite cool and well thought out for that market. I've got no qualms with that whatsoever. Just procured myself a hat. Oh, better get rid of that immediately. Actually, that probably applies. I'm about half an adult. Hang on, bear with me, YouTube. There we go. Right, apparently the Skyride's closed today, which is a shame. Because I was really looking forward to getting on that and getting the views of the park. Maybe it'll be open later. If not, it better be open next week. We've had 2 hours of elapsed since we got in here. It's crazy. I've done Montu a couple of times, Cheetah Hunt once, and Cobra's Curse once, and 2 hours. Bam. Yeah, obviously got Shikra to come, and then Kumba, and then various other bits. So we're going to head up there in a second. So I was told the Skyride was closed today, but it's actually open. So we're going on it now. Going to head up towards Stanleyville, home of Shikra. Oh, here comes Cheetah Hunt. Pantopia, which is home of Falcon's Fury, which I'm told isn't that furious. Oh, it's very peaceful up here. You can hear the roar of Cumber from all the way over here. One of the reasons I love Cumber so much is they haven't dampened its roar, being the famous B&M roar. Most B&M rides, they put sand somewhere in the supports and it dampens the sound of the ride, but Cumber, they didn't do that, and you can hear its roar from pretty much all over the park. Raptor at Cedar Point is another, I think. There goes Falcon's Fury. So if you watch what it does, when it gets to the top, it pulls them in so they're facing vertically down. No. Cumber must be about nearly 25 years old. It was built around the time Nemesis was. You got the train as well that goes through the park. Definitely going to get that later. That gives you really nice views, almost like backstage views of some of the coasters. Obviously it gets right underneath Cumber. Pretty sure it goes right underneath Chica as well. We're stuck on the sky ride. I'm trying to work out what this is. I think this log flume's always been here, I just don't remember the sea. Unfortunately, another ride that's gone since we last came here was Tanganyika Tidal Wave. God, some of my fondest memories of Busch Gardens. Well, it's 3 hours later and we're still stuck on the sky ride. No, I'm joking, it's been like 5 minutes. We're all in it together. Yeah, we'll definitely get the train later on.
The guy was on a stroller, wasn't he? He broke it.
Sorry?
The guy with the stroller, he broke it.
Yeah, I was saying that, yeah.
Yeah.
He did something, It's quite hot today. It's December now and it's 27, I think. So, definite log flume weather. Why all the water rides are being closed in the UK. There's just never a day for it now. Yeah, it was pretty sick. Yeah, I know. He's obviously got a Samsung.
800 quid the bike going down the drain.
Chica's turned to break down just as I get to the entrance now. Not a problem. I'm going to head to Cumber instead. I'm going to argue with that. We're quite near Pantopia, but you can't actually get to it very easily from here. Unless you can cross the train track somewhere, I can't see where. But anyway, we're nearer to Congo really on foot, so that's where we're going to go. That's the orangutan section. Took me about 5 minutes to spot one.
Up top? Yeah, I could see.
Can't really see it on here.
How did you get up there? It's on the rope, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. Given they are highly intelligent creatures, surely they must get suicidal with Christmas music on a loop all day like we do. Head over to Congo River Rapids now. Oh, it's nice and cool on this bridge. Don't tell me Cumber's broken down now. I can't hear it running. I can't remember if the Congo River Rapids is any good. Best one, as I recall, in Orlando is Popeye and Burrito's Bill Track Barges, which we're going to go to possibly tomorrow. It's the weekend. We just looked at the Universal app and it's like 5-minute wait for everything there. Ah, do you hear that? In fact, I'm just going to go back over to the bridge a minute. Come on, Cumber, where are you? There you are. Alright, let's get on it immediately. This is one of my most anticipated rides of the whole trip, even though I've done it like 50 times over the years. I've had reports of it, had reports, as if everyone's sending reports to me directly. No, I've heard reports of it being quite rough. Most B&Ms, of course, age like a fine Chardonnay. But I had heard reports of Cumber being pretty rough. Oh, look at that. No wait for the back row whatsoever. Yeah, let's go straight on the back row. Yeah, I heard reports of it being a bit rough. Obviously it went down, I think last year or the year before, for intensive refurb, so hopefully that's given it what it needed. Man, Cumber is as mean as ever. Yeah, wow. Obviously it's a bit rougher now than it was, but there's just something. The thing with Cumber is, it's loud. It's a fairly standard like B&M sit down. There's nothing unique about the layout, but there's definitely something special about it. For me, anyway. All the factors that go into a coaster, like the theming, the layout, the elements, the height, the speed. I think when you throw all those factors together, Cumber's probably my favourite coaster. Another thing I love about it, you can barely see that cobra roll. You can't see it coming up when you're on it, and you can't really see it from any place in the park. That's another thing I love so much about this, is how well sort of hidden it is. It just goes beautifully with the scenery and the terrain around it. So you can hear it, you know it's there, you know you're near it, but you can't always see it.
I'll keep really still.
Come on mate, you got in here for free. At least pay for the food. There you go, son. Merry Christmas. Alright, headed back in this direction now because I can see and hear Sheikra running. You might not be able to see it, but it's looming behind these trees with its distinctive bright red. Let's get on it. I do remember this quite well. This was relatively new the last time I came here. Dive coasters aren't my favourite. The drop, always brilliant, and I do like the steep lift hill. But I don't know what it is with dive coasters. The rest of the ride is just usually pretty slow and pedestrian and like super smooth. I mean, if you're into smooth coasters, then dive machines and wing coasters are probably your thing. But for me, wing coasters are just boring, and dive coasters are after the drop. But I do remember the drop being absolutely brilliant on the Sheikra.
Es recomendado para personas de edad avanzada, madres embarazadas, aquellos con presión alta y personas con problemas de corazón, cuello, espalda o cualquier otro tipo de limitaciones que puedan prevenir presentarse normalmente o usar las medidas de seguridad preveídas. Todas las personas tienen que tener camisas y zapatos antes de entrar.
Just come off Sheikra. Awesome. Yeah, they're not my favourite type of coaster, the dive machine, because after the drop there's fairly forgettable experience. But I mean the drop, particularly this one, I'm walking right past it now. It's all about that for me, and the views you get at the park because you're nicely placed at the top to see everything. To be honest with you, it's probably the best drop on any ride, any coaster in Florida that I can think of. Mako's the contender, but I think I'd give it to Sheikra. But like I say, it's not one of my favourite rides. in the park, let alone the whole state of Florida. In fact, to be honest with you, if I had to choose between this and Oblivion, I'd pick Oblivion because for me it's all about the drop. The beauty of Oblivion is that it just plunges you into a black hole in the ground, and that's why I love that so much. Plus it was the original, all the towers like their original B&M, so well, I know I've got a headache at the moment. How do you reckon he feels? Oh, Hurricane Simulator.
You want to survive a hurricane?
Do you know there used to be a Twister simulator at Universal Studios called Twister? But then they tore it down and replaced it with the world's most irritating ride. Well, it's not even a ride. Don't get me started.
You got me there for a second.
Waste of everything featuring Jimmy Fallon. I must admit, when you're underneath it, which we pretty much are, it doesn't look 300 feet. I guess it's deceptive because it's quite wide compared to usual drop towers. I mean, it looks no taller than Doctor Doom really when you're down here. Yeah, I've heard it's pretty forceless. I'll get on it and find out for myself. In terms of drop towers, Apocalypse is a cracker. I mean, at Drayton Manor. One that I actually really rated that no one else seems to is The Hangover, which is a Hyde Park Winter Wonderland. When I went on that, I must admit I was actually quite nervous because I think it was like a temporary pop-up ride, if you like, and the fact that there was like a spinning mechanism involved going up, for some reason it just made me think everything could possibly go wrong would go wrong. You don't realise just how big this tower is until you're right underneath it. That suddenly does look like 300 feet. Leaving Pantopia. Just about to see Falcon Fury sticking up over the top there. Yeah, it was good, but it's not the best drop tower. There's just no real force to it. The initial drop as they let you go has the same as most drop towers, but it does feel like you're being sort of braked the whole way down, which you must be really, because it's tall enough. Maximum freefall speed is 120 miles an hour. I think that's the fastest you can possibly get to in freefall, and that gets nowhere near it. I mean, I know none of these drop towers really do, but I hear the same things about Zumanjaro, is it? And whatever the one at Magic Mountain's called, Lex Luthor's Drop of Doom. Yeah, I hear the same things with those. It's just not going up is the only good bit in some ways. Whereas yeah, for drop towers, the The one at West Midland Safari Park is a beast. It's not very high, but I guess that illustrates the point. You know, it's just got all the force coming down. And yeah, Apocalypse at Drayton Manor is really good.
Go on the right after the park closes.
They should get free admission. It's only fair. I'm sure they get a discount at the snack places. Yeah. Yeah, he looks like he enjoys a churro.
Yeah.
You can never look at an elephant the same way again after seeing the film Grimsby. Or in America it was released as The Brothers Grimsby, I think. But anyone who's seen the film will know what I mean. There's a scene involving some elephants, and if you've seen that scene, you'll never look at an elephant the same way again. What I love about this area is how seamlessly integrated everything is. You've got Cheetah Hunt, which I think is coming up now. Yes? No? Yes, it is. It's the one inversion. It'd be better if it just didn't have the inversion and just the lap restraints, really. But yeah, I love the way Cheetah Hunt with its theming just fits nicely with the greenery around it. You can barely see it. Got the sky cars, got the train that runs through here. You've also got some animals over there as well. Yeah, that's what I love about this park, it just all fits perfectly. I like what they've done here. It's still mid-afternoon, blue skies, but the lights are on, it looks really cool. Just on a chill, I think it's just him. Is that something chimps should have access to? I don't know what's around this corner. I can still hear Falcon's Fury, you know, in the distance. Makes like a little shriek noise, is it?
Right.
Which, I don't know if it's actually, if that noise is a byproduct of the mechanism and the actual thing, or if it's meant to sound like a falcon or something. Because it's got that kind of sound about it. Like a peregrine falcon swooping in on its prey. That's what it sounds like. I'd be interested to know that, whether it's just a coincidental byproduct or meant to sound that way.
It's some big boys.
I remember these guys being here.
What is this reminding us of?
It doesn't seem so big to me now after going to Gatorland yesterday. There were flamingos around here somewhere, but unfortunately there was a horrific incident with some guy who just, I think he had mental health issues and he just got into the flamingo exhibit and it didn't end well. Horrible. And I think they've got rid of all of them now, or they've perhaps relocated them to somewhere that's just out of human reach. Such a shame. So we're back up near the entrance now. I want to get as close as we can to Gwazi. Ah, yeah, Dad said there was a Gwazi park. Let's go see what that's all about. Look at that, the entrance to Gwazi, and then the lift hill to, I'm going to guess, Lion. And then the other one, Tiger, over there. Could be the other way around. Comment below. I mean, I can only assume they're keeping it in case they can get the RMC treatment on it. How good would that be? I've not really seen any rumours around Gwazi, but given that it's technically two coasters, it's quite a big site. I can't think why else they would be keeping it, unless they were getting RMC involved, so let's wait and see on that. Out of the way. 10 points, knew it. Yeah. Sorry kid, that drop had 10 points written all over it. Yeah, you know, you got Gwazi soccer, Gwazi climb, Gwazi shootout. I want Gwazi, mate. It's not the same. Out of action since 2015. Built by GCI, the company that are doing Wicker Man at Alton Towers. But is it confirmed yet? Can we call it that yet? It is Wicker Man, isn't it?
Well, 4,000 on the field ride. It is the longest coaster here at Busch. Of course, that bell and whistle means we are coming to Nairobi. This is our last stop. All passengers must exit at this station.
What, mate? I wanted to go all the way around.
Also, if you're trying to get
quite like those. Subtle and yet not very subtle at the same time. Well, we're near the entrance / exit now. As I've said a few times already, I've still got a splitting headache today. And as much as I love this part, the rides aren't really helping. I was going to do Cheetah Hunt again before it closes, but I just saw half an hour on there. Cheetah Hunt would have been suitably weak for a headache. But, no. No, I'm not waiting half an hour for Cheetah Hunt. Decided to do one last ride on Monty. It's only 10 minutes. Headache or no headache, you can't stop me going on Monty. Cobra's Curse. I didn't actually look at the queue for, but probably at least half an hour. Like I say, it is a Saturday. Oh, 40 minutes, yeah. Not worth it, sorry. One final go on Monty, or maybe two, or maybe three, we'll see. See what it does to my headache. Bang out of order. Oh, that's like 5 minutes. I'm so glad I went back on that before the day ended. That sorted my headache out. Sorted it right out. I can talk you through the science in that, but it's done the job. Yeah, just like Cumber, I think it's just better towards the front. Cumber and Monty for me are the two B&M masterpieces. It's great that they're in the same park. I talked about Banshee earlier. Yeah, that might be the number one for height and speed, probably length. But if you ask people subjectively what their favourite is, I can't see that being number one for many people. It's going to be things like this, Afterburn, Nemesis, Alpengeist, you know, hands down. The moon in the background. Oh, there comes Cheetah Hunt. No, I'm not waiting 40 minutes for it. Not when I can come back next week and ride it pretty much as I want. Let's just get some of the nice Christmas decorations on the walk to the exit and There's not really much in the way of parades or nighttime spectaculars here. There are a couple of shows around. When we come out next week, we'll check that out in more detail and maybe get it into this vlog. Yeah, they've gone for the same SeaWorld effect, haven't they, with the trees and things.
Yeah.
Sort of garish colours, which in places looks really nice, and in others just looks a bit like Blackpool, to be honest. Obviously Busch Gardens and SeaWorld are owned by the same company, which was called Busch Group. I don't know if it still is. Well, we're sort of headed towards the exit now. Coming back next week, so I might sort of tweak the vlog around a little bit, in which case this bit won't make it in. But thanks for watching. This will probably be one of the final ones that I release, actually. Highlight of the day, just getting back on Montu and Kumba, to be honest. I knew that was going to be the case. Both of them just as brilliant as I remember. Disappointment of the day. Well, I'm tempted to say cheetah hunt because it is weak, but I still thoroughly enjoyed going on that because the views of the park is fantastic on that. So I can't say I'm disappointed. I just knew it was going to be an inferior version of Maverick, basically. Oh, this looks quite nice. Yeah, like I say, the colours are really nice in some places and really tacky in others. One of these days I'm going to kick one of these. Sorry. Looks lovely around the entrance. Alright, well, thank you for watching, everybody. There's probably 2 more vlogs to go after this one. Volcano Bay, and then just another bits one. And then that's me. So, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed. See you soon.